So to our next round, This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Molly. Welcome, Molly. So, first of all, Deborah, perhaps you could tell us how you know Molly.
Well, this is Molly. She came into Dragon's Den. She was so nervous that she left after 20 minutes without saying a single word.
Right, OK. Mark, what is Molly to you?
This is my friend Molly. She starred in a murder mystery play which I wrote and directed at school.
All right, and Lee, what about you?
This is Molly. She's teaching me to ice skate because I'm going to be a best man at a wedding on ice.
There we have it. David, over to you.
Right. Well, Deborah, what was Molly coming into... What was her business?
It was sort of eye shades for, well, sunglasses for dogs in summary. And she brought the dog in and it took 10 minutes to settle the dog down, and then I think maybe Molly got a bit nervous and...
So she came up with the dog. The dog's not wearing the sunglasses.
I'm simplifying it. It wasn't just sunglasses. They were kind of shades for the... They were slatted, shady things for the
So
eyes.
the dog was wearing Venetian
handle on the
blinds.
side.
Venetian blinds.
So they can go like that, so that you can turn a handle and blind the dog.
And did she get any money at all?
She didn't say a word.
So,
She didn't say a word. She went straight back downstairs. Well, after 20 minutes.
and you've kept in contact ever since?
Not at all, but we did meet afterwards because she was so nervous and she just felt she'd failed her...
Well, I mean, she's right. She had, hadn't she? She'd come up with a daft idea and then totally failed to express it.
What sort of a dog?
You'd be a very good dragon, David.
What sort of a dog was it?
Labrador Retriever.
Labrador, that's great. I do have a Labrador with dark glasses on. Somebody blind leading the blinds.
So, Mark, was Molly at school with you?
Yes, she was, yeah.
She was at... and so you wrote the school play, which was vaguely about a murder, and you cast her in it.
I both wrote and cast the play, yeah.
And so what was the plot of the...
Well, it was probably a lot of nonsense, but there was Molly...
We'll be the judge of that.
Molly played, I think, the wife of a rich man who was murdered, and it was all a bit silly, you know, the way school plays are. It's a while ago, so I can't remember.
I love the fact that you remember every single detail of a game of Connect 4 when you were 6, but 10 years later...
Theatre comes and goes, but Connect 4 stays with you.
What was it called? Do you remember the title?
The title of the play.
Of the play?
No.
Yes.
Any title. Just have any title. Work your way from titles of things you know
I think
that'll give you time to make up the title of this play.
All right, it was called Arsenic and Old Mice, which was a play on the play Arsenic and Old Lace.
Lee, where are you learning to ice skate? Tell me.
I'm learning to ice skate at Alexandra Palace.
Right. And how far have you got with it?
Well, I actually...
I mean, can you stand on one leg and do all that stuff yet?
Oh, yeah, but not on the ice rink.
No.
Alexandra Palace?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, is that the nearest ice rink to where you live?
It's not... Well, I don't know if it's the nearest one, but it's the one where...
Well, I'll tell you, no, it isn't.
OK, it isn't. But when my friend, who said we're having this ice skating-themed wedding and we're all training every week for the little moves, I didn't say, is there any chance you come to me? Because the day's all about me. My friends are into ice skating. So
Really?
Yeah.
What an appropriate thing for their wedding.
They're actually going to do a routine, the man and wife.
Right.
They're doing a routine on the ice, because they're ice
Fully
skating.
clothed, I hope.
Fully clothed, oh,
Right,
yes.
fine.
Yeah, I don't know which films you watch, Bernard, but naked ice skating isn't really big. So they're going to board it off, so you have an aisle of ice.
Aisle remaining of ice. The rest of the ice is sort of carpeted with seats on it.
I don't know. You're mixing me up with admin.
OK.
So, and what's your role in the
It's
wedding?
like this, I sort of tumble and then go like that.
So are you best man? Are you presenting the rate? Well,
I am that very man, yes. I'm the best man.
So what do you have to do? What skating? What skating do you have to do? They've done their routine.
Right,
and then
OK.
you
Listen,
skating.
Just to be absolutely clear...
OK, so the vicar comes first.
Patrick, you're a guest. Just listen to me. so they're going to do a big routine, and the bridesmaids are going to be part of the big routine. And the idiots like me that can't do much, we're just going to skate off on at the end like that. I'm just talking to the fat members of the family as I'm walking home.
How many lessons are you
I haven't
having?
finished the routine yet.
Sorry.
And then I get to the end like that. I've got the ring. I do one quick, I don't know what they call it, Axel. Down on the knee, present to groom. Like this. And then the groom, don't patronise me. And everything's just themed, and it's going to be beautiful.
And then where's the reception happening?
That's happening at the ski slope in... the reception's at Alexandra Palace as well.
Right, we need an answer. So, David's team, is Molly Mark's leading lady, Deborah's shy entrepreneur, or Lee's ice skating teacher? David.
Well, I think we're agreed that Lee's story is...
The truth, and that's the end of the round.
Too plausible. I think Mark would remember more about this play.
I think he's been very vague about this play on purpose.
Flanneling like mad.
You think you think it's true, but he's been deliberately vague?
Yeah, I think so. Does this woman look like someone that puts Venetian blinds on dogs?
Does any woman look like that, to be fair?
What do you think?
Deborah.
You think Deborah?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think that? You think Mark?
I think it's Mark.
Well, I think it's Deborah.
Do you know what? I'm starting to feel like the ugly one on Blind Date.
Well, I think I agree with Bernard. I think it's Deborah's former Dragon's Den contestant.
OK.
Yes.
Molly, would you please reveal your true identity?
I starred as the wife of Sir Leonard Onions in Mark's play Arsenic of my school when he was my house captain.
Yes, Molly starred in a murder mystery that Mark wrote and directed while at school. What sort of a director was he, Molly?
Masterful.
Really?
Yes, really.
That's the end of the round.
Molly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but also against the clock. We will start with... it's David.
OK. As a child, I had a special way of communicating with Captain Kirk during Star Trek episodes.
True. On we go.
What do you reckon?
And that special way was?
I had two ways of communicating with Captain Kirk. One was with a little calculator that, when you it had a sort of leatherette case, and when you flipped it open, it was, to my child's eyes, uncannily identical to a Star Trek communicator of the old sort. We're talking pre-nipple punch.
You do this, David.
It's more sort of.
Yeah, no. It would open with, it would go, and then it would go, and you press the button, Kirk to Enterprise, and it would go.
Oh yes, that's the secondary noise.
Just a question. Did you two ever have girlfriends?
Yeah.
No, I didn't, in all honesty. As a child, did you?
No.
No. It was a great noise, wasn't it?
Yeah. Very comforting.
It was, yeah.
That kept me company. Who needs people?
Exactly.
And what was the second way?
The second way was I would sort of converse a bit with the characters on the screen while it was happening. So join in, slip in. Oh, that's good thoughts, Captain Kirk, etc. You know. Don't interrupt me, Spock. I'm talking.
Do you know the characters of the famous Star Trek?
Yeah.
There's
Uhuru, what is she?
Uhuru.
Uhuru, yeah.
Sulu.
Chekhov.
Bones.
Yes.
McCoy, actually, properly.
Rob, have you ever refereed anything before? You'd make a terrible referee at football. Why don't you try kicking it in the top like that?
Right, what are you going to say then, Lee? What do you think?
It's the bit that rings most true actually about all of this was when he went. I flipped it open because I remember those calculators. They used to have a little thing.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
And did you do the old thing when it spells boobies when you turn it upside down? You didn't know what they were. Okay, so.
Is David telling the truth, Lee? What do you reckon?
Right, OK. Do we believe David, as a small child, would be so lonely and sad that he would have to use his
calculator? Yes,
Okay.
yes, we do, yeah.
You're saying it's true?
We'll say it's true.
You sure? OK. David, is it true or is it a lie?
I prefer the word imaginative to lonely, but yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true. As a child, David did have a special way of communicating with Captain Kirk during Star Trek episodes. David particularly liked Leonard Nimoy. That odd life form obsessed with logic would tune in each week to watch Mr. Spock.
Oh, yes.
Next. Right, that's me. Possession. Right. Pick it up first. Steady. This is a prototype invention of mine that I'm hoping to release one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Brydon's World of Magic.
Teams, questions?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it's a TV aerial for the bath, isn't it?
On first inspection, you'd think so. It's actually not.
Don't tell us, let's guess what it is.
All right, try and guess what it is.
Can you demonstrate how you would use it and see if we
Yes.
can guess? Yeah, please do.
Can I come out?
Well,
Is now a good time?
You did. He's cleaning something. Oh.
Oh,
Footprints, he's
painting.
cleaning
Painting. You're painting.
Oh.
Painted a dotted circle.
He's doing
I haven't finished.
Hang on, he's painted a circle or has he cleaned the circle?
He's patting children on the head.
Incidentally, I've just remembered something. This isn't a mime show. Tell us what you were doing.
It's a thing for kids. I got a lot of children, and it's an idea I came up with, and it's just a big kind of painting stick. It's just a silly painting stick. I'm very interested, actually, to know what you think, Deborah.
I think it's
£5
very...
grand, that's all I need.
Oh, you just need £5 grand. Anybody? Anybody?
I think probably
No, you in particular.
Oh, me, is it?
You're quite well known for being rich.
Quite seriously, all
Do
jokes
you know how you
aside...
get rich?
Oh,
Not
Deborah,
investing in things
Deborah,
like that,
stop
no.
talking to the idiot at the end.
Oh, sorry.
Talk to this idiot.
Yeah,
Seriously? Oh, don't buy into that.
What do you mean don't buy into it?
Don't buy
into that?
No, not this. Buy into this. Don't buy into that.
You've been rubbish on Dragon's Den. See this? Don't buy into that.
Deborah, what do you think? Seriously, what do you think?
Seriously, what do I think?
It wouldn't be wood, like this is a prototype. It would be a gaily coloured plastic, maybe with some kind of laminate cover on it with zigzag. Kids
Would it
love
be
zigzags.
nothing like that?
There'll be quite a lot like this.
Can you imagine if you asked for a Nintendo Wii and Dad came home with that? There's not much you can do apart from do circles, though, is there?
Yes, there's plenty you can do.
That's a... You can do that with a normal sponge.
With this invention, you can do this.
Yeah? Another... Oh, you mean another one of those circles you were telling us about?
But is it a circle, Lee?
Well, it's starting to become a circle, yeah.
You think it's a circle? Wait a minute.
It looks like it.
Oh, hello. Do you know what? I'm in. I am in.
What would you call it?
4 sponges on a stick.
Rob's colourful stick.
Hey! Hey, I'm not falling for this again.
Right, what are you going to say?
I've seen a lot of inventions.
Yes.
That's
not even an invention.
Oh, one of them.
I'm going to be maverick here, and suddenly I think it's a good idea. No, I do.
It is a good idea. It's great fun.
I'm starting to look forward to actually borrowing that and playing with my kids with it.
What are you going to say?
I say that I think Rob is mad enough to think that's a good idea, and we should say that's true.
You're saying it's true. David Mitchell, what is your team saying?
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Do you think it's a lie?
A lie.
He's mad enough to have come up with that, I think.
My instinct is that it's a lie.
OK, you say it's a lie. You say it's true.
Yeah.
It's actually a lie. Oh, and that noise signals time's up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David has romped to victory by 7 points to 5. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week is Deborah Meaden. Yes, Deborah Meaden, a woman whose ability to lie is tested every time Duncan Bannatyne asks if she's pleased to see him. Good night.
Grab those tickets for the National Lottery Friday night draws coming next on BBC One. Then John Cusack's The Hitman, putting on Lost Love Minnie Driver in Grosse Pointe Blank at 11:15. Well, on BBC Three now, Double Trouble with Family Guy.